Hello, everyone, and welcome to this edition of the PM Sports Page, Patterson Miller Sports Page. I'm your host, Todd Patterson. We got a great show for you. We got Coach Nathan Miller here, as always, but we're also joined today by the intrepid one and only Shannon Rugg and three of his stud senior basketball players. We're going to be doing a girls basketball preview today. We have Taylor Bartholomew, JC Berg, and Macy Williams all in the studio. So we're looking forward to talking to them. I'm sure they're looking forward to talking to us as well. So, Coach, what do we got going on?
It's a glorious day. It's nice out.
It's beautiful. It's 50 right now.
It's a lot warmer than it was Saturday at the state cross-country meet. But
once it hits 50, I start sweating again. So
what's the largest cappuccino or coffee that you can get?
Venti
grande?
or grande? I don't know.
I don't know. I had a mega grande. It was like a liter of hot chocolate I was carrying around on Saturday. But
so I want to go back to what we were talking about off camera here. I just got a little story for Coach Miller, who keeps track of all these things and does an amazing job at it. He asked me to be the PA announcer for boys and girls basketball for several dates. I sent those dates to my wife after accepting the dates, not checking myself, and she called me and said, well, there's no games those dates. So what
I'm not. I'm honestly not sure what I was looking at. I think the January 2nd date was February 22nd, and then the 13th that I sent that was January 13th was supposed to be for February 13th. It was just yeah. All
right. Well,
I said I have no answer to that.
I picked up a few for you, so I'm happy.
I appreciate you calling me out here in front of the millions of viewers that we have.
The fives and tens of viewers, including.
We do appreciate everybody that watches this, by the way.
All right, so what do you got for us?
Well, I just wanted to recap the state cross-country meet because it was the single best performance in school history overall. Our boys finished 5th, which was the highest a team has finished at the state cross-country meet.
Fantastic, guys.
And we had 2 individuals. Iris ran first in the girls' meet and finished 5th, which is the highest girl ever finish, and then Micah finished 4th. And it was an awesome run to watch both of them, but the first 2 miles, Micah and the top 2 guys were neck and neck. And, that last mile just, was kind of the difference maker.
It's brutal. It's a brutal sport.
Yep.
What was the actual temperature up there?
26. It felt like 26. And on the way back, there's no snow anywhere, but there's these large ice snow chunks starting to lay around the road. And it was from semis that were coming from the west, and they had a snowstorm. So
stuff up.
It just reminded me that winter is coming.
So I also don't mind saying I told these guys they were going to have great runs if they came on the show beforehand. And I like our guests in the studio to know it basically guarantees a fantastic season for them.
If they don't know, they will definitely know after today. They will
soon know. Because
it is. We've called it's like a little.
I don't want to, I started talking about the Diamondbacks guy had a no-hitter going last night.
Yeah.
I was texting, and the announcer just kept saying he's got a no-hitter through 5. No, you can't do that. What are we doing here? Was this rookie ball?
Yeah. No, he definitely cost.
Then they got smoked.
Yeah, it was a rough ninth for the Diamondbacks last night. All right, so let's transition into the winter.
Yes,
because we are headed in and gearing up for winter sports. So, just a few updates. We have girls basketball beginning on Monday, which I'll let Coach Rugg and the ladies here go through and talk about their season coming up. But that's their first practice. Bowling begins Tuesday, November 7th, so next Tuesday. And then boys basketball and wrestling will begin the following Monday on the 13th. So
you have girls wrestling too, right?
We do. We talked
Highland, yeah.
Yep, we talked about that last week.
Started at the same time?
They started this week.
They already started?
Yep. So they started on Monday. Middle school basketball, 8th grade girls had their first game on Tuesday down at Fort Madison. Tight game. We won 47-16.
That's so nice. I like to hear that.
Yep. And then the 7th graders boys were also victorious, 46-33.
That's awesome.
Very proud of those 2 groups and how they've started out their season. We're excited for the winter months ahead. We had a great fall. Just to kind of recap, we had 6 different teams, middle school or high school, that finished at the top of the conference.
That's awesome.
We had 2 that finished second. And we had a Division I rating for marching band, so it was an outstanding fall overall for Washington Demon activities.
So the good news is you got studs coming up into the high school levels, so you're going to be replenishing these kids who are doing well now, but you got some hope of stuff coming along in the future too.
Absolutely, that's what you strive for. So
I was curious on the middle school basketball. Are those boys, as far as you know, are they club players or?
I don't know for sure on that. But Coach Rugg might be able to elaborate a little more because his son is a seventh grader on that.
I bet they're club players then for sure.
But no, there's 24 boys out for seventh grade basketball, which is an outstanding number.
So how many teams are there?
There's just A and B.
Just A and B. Yep. Okay.
So we could do a C, but I don't think there's anybody else in our league that has identified. And plus, to play A, B, and C in a night would get that'd be pretty lengthy. So the last things that I have to kind of share here is we have our high school play next week. We've been mentioning to the public. It's next Friday and Saturday, November 10th and 11th. That showing starts at 7:30 p.m. And then the matinee on the 12th is 2:30 p.m. in the afternoon. And the title of it's Murder on the Orient Express. And then our middle school play will be the following week, November 17th, also at the high school auditorium at 6 p.m. And it's called Campfire Stories.
Campfire
Stories. So that's my wrap up.
Scary stories?
I don't know.
You know what we didn't do? And we've talked about this. We didn't do anything for Halloween.
Oh, we didn't.
Remember we were going to do Cinco de Mayo. We were going to wear hats. We were going to, do theme stuff. We were going to talk fantasy football.
It's true.
I just feel this thing's unraveling on us a little bit.
We need to have an outline.
We really should plan.
We'll just we'll plan something for Thanksgiving. Okay. I said we should do like an online survey of like what they want us to wear.
That could be extraordinarily dangerous. But I feel like Alex could probably screen it for us, right? And give us something within reason. Remember, I'm an XL. He's trying to be an XL.
I'm working on it.
He's working on it. He's close. So, all right. Well, thanks, Coach. We're going to take our first break, and when we come back, we'll be joined by Shannon Rugg, the head girls basketball coach, and 3 of his stud ball players.
Federation Bank is a locally owned bank providing award-winning customer service. We believe that we are more than just a federation of banks, but a federation of communities, serving Brighton, Richland, Wellman, and Washington, Iowa. Federation Bank's highly skilled staff is here to make sure you are able to accomplish your personal and professional goals, whatever they may be. Federation Bank, your family bank. Family owned and operated by Andy and Sarah Ross. Ross Auto has been your vehicle repair and maintenance headquarters since 1935. We specialize in all makes of cars and light-duty trucks. With our variety of available services, let us help you keep rolling and your vehicle operating efficiently. Services include general auto repair, alignments, brakes, fuel injection, and more. Schedule your appointment today at 319-653-5656. That's 319-653-5656.
I am Melissa Westfall with Homegirl Realty. Heather and Charlotte and I have worked together for many years, and we have always had a vision to have a business together.
I'm Charlotte Howard, and the good news is we bring a very high level of experience. We have a combined 80 plus years of experience in this real estate marketplace.
I'm Heather Merrick, and Homegirl Realty brings a lot of things to the table. We have phenomenal communication with our clients, buyers, and sellers to make sure things are going smoothly and you don't have anything to worry about.
Come and discover the perfect blend of fashion and home decor at Purposefully You Boutique and Home. Find that love it, gotta have it outfit or rustic farmhouse decor. Take one of our DIY sign workshops or rediscover a treasured piece of furniture with Annie Sloan Chalkmate. Conveniently located at 107 West 2nd Street in Washington in the Carson Plumbing Building, 1 block north of the downtown square. Purposefully You Boutique and Home, where we are here to inspire you.
All right, welcome back to the PM Sports Page. I'm your host, Todd Patterson. I'm joined by the hopefully healthy Coach Shannon Rugg of the head coach of the girls basketball team here in Washington, and 3 of his stud basketball players. I got Taylor Bartholomew to my right. I have JC Berg here, who's a little bit nervous, she said. That probably didn't help you. And then Macy Williams, who looks just like her mom, and I called her Jody. But Coach, you're coming off a great year, realistically speaking. You talk a little bit about last year and then kind of your hopes for, to the years before that were.
Yeah, it was. We got better as the year went on, and these three played a huge part of it. And I think, we kind of set ourselves up to have a good run this year with how they came along and what we got returning in that. So hopefully we can, we had a meeting Tuesday, and me and Coach Miller had been talking, and we both thought that we could make a run at the conference championship this year, and I told these three that along with everybody else that's out, and they kind of all had got smiles on their face, and it was like, okay, so
goal set, right?
Yeah, and we'll go from that, and we start Monday, and we've had open gyms all last week, this week, and we get after it on Monday.
You have any idea how many girls you're expecting to have out?
We had 17 at our meeting, so we've been right around that number. I don't know, probably the last 3 or 4 years. So, it'll be a full JV and a full varsity squad, and we'll get after it.
Yeah. So in terms of conference play, who do you? So obviously, you guys are favorites.
I don't know if we're the favorites. We're in discussion.
Now you're to the root of my question. Who are you guys looking to get the most competition from this year? I know you don't want to write anybody off, but realistically, who's going to be there.
Well, I think it starts and ends with Keokuk. I mean, I think they've won it. I don't know how many years in a row. Them and Fort Madison has been right there as well. Both of them have new coaches this year, so. Hopefully they find a way to screw it up a little bit, and we can take advantage of that. So I think it starts and ends with those two, and I think we're in the discussion with it. So I know we get Keokuk early in the year, so hopefully we can figure out a way to beat them early, and then. So
they have sisters. Was that the thing?
Yes.
Like just
Twins.
knockdown shooters.
Yep.
Are they still there?
Yeah. One of them broke the school record for threes in a game against us last year. So, it was one of those things where we just kind of forgot to guard her.
You got to get your hands up. I wonder if I was announcing that game. There was glasses. Did you have glasses?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I was announcing that game.
Yeah, and it was from the corner right in front of their benches, just knocking them down.
Yeah.
It was one of those things where we call timeout and like, hey, this girl can shoot a little bit. Like, yeah, we know. I'm like, okay, that means we have to get a hand up.
Maybe close out a little bit.
It's debatable.
So, last year Van Welden was doing the scheduling for the PA announcing, so I was there.
Yeah, I know.
This year I would have been showing up to an empty gym.
That would have been the best night you've done.
So tell me, starting the season Monday, how do you start getting these kids ready? Like, what is your focus? Is it conditioning? Is it figuring out?
When I was at Waco, I coached under Coach Hilmer, who was the number one active winningest coach in boys history, and he didn't run, and we don't run in practice either. We don't get on the line and run unless somehow they upset me. And I've learned to grow a lot of patience.
So it's all punitive conditioning.
Yes, so we don't do any running. We just a lot of drills and a lot of full court drills and that. So hopefully this group has always worked extremely hard, and that's something that I've told them since I came here. I expect you to give me 100%, and if you do that, then we can fix everything else, and that hasn't changed, and it's not going to change. So. And I don't think they're just going to say, well, we're not going to work hard anymore. I think it's in their DNA to work hard. So that's what we're going to do.
So I got to see a lot of your games last year. You have a sense if you'll be kind of same style? Are you more run and gun? Are you half court focused, defensive? I mean, I know you got some scores, that's for sure.
I think if you want to win a conference championship and you want to win basketball games, you have to play good defense and you have to take care of the ball. It's something we struggled at that, and I think that was part of me and Coach Miller talked about this again, is how we explained how we wanted our defense to go. So we're sticking with that defense, and we'll change some verbiage a little bit to hopefully help these girls understand what we're looking for.
Phonetically?
Yes.
Good. That would be for you guys. We don't want to have to slow it down for you.
Yes, and then offensively, we're still going to push the ball. As much as we did last year, I don't know that for sure. We're going to run and try and get some layups and try and shoot some wide open threes and then get some offensive rebounds and putbacks. So, that's kind of what we've always done in that. So hopefully, I think this group of seniors is played in it now for 4 years. This will be their fourth year, and we really haven't changed a lot. I mean, we've changed our defensive philosophy last year, but it's very similar to what we've done in the past. So it's pretty simple stuff. And offensively, we changed it a lot last year. We'll change some this year, but it's it's similar stuff. So it shouldn't be that big of a deal.
Defense and ball control. Who does that sound like? Feels like you got Brian Ferentz coaching you. I'm sure you'll be here though after this season, unlike
I hope so.
Coach Ferentz.
I hope so.
All right, thanks, Coach. Why don't we take another break? We'll come back and we'll talk to Taylor, Macy, and JC. Man, that all rhymes. That can't be right. That rhymed. All right.
Okay. Thank you.
Here, Macy.
At the Capper Auto Group, we put our customers' needs first and understand that everyone is as different as the vehicle they select. We offer new Ford, Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, Jeep, Chrysler, Dodge, and Ram vehicles in a friendly environment that puts you in the driver's seat. When it comes to service, we maintain factory-trained technicians and competitive pricing. The Capper Auto Group still believes that service after the sale provides the best customer experience. Come see the Capper experience for yourself.
You know, it's not a question of what all you have and so on with your life. It's who is in your life and how much you care for them and how much they care for you. And Tammy definitely cares.
I met Tammy about 20 years ago when her daughter was in Special Olympics and I was coaching. Told me that she was into doing senior benefits. We became even closer friends. She cares about everybody, especially the seniors, so call her.
In the heart of rural Iowa, where community matters most, the connections we make are made to last. Meet KCTC, your hometown internet, phone, and TV provider. At KCTC, we're not just about technology, we're about people. Our dedicated team are your neighbors, committed to bringing you top-tier services right where you live. We believe in giving back to the community that raised us. Experience the power of a real connection with KCTC. Join us in building a stronger, more connected Southeast Iowa.
All right, well, welcome back to the PM Sports Page. I'm now joined by Coach Rugg's, I don't know if you're the only seniors, but you're at least three of the seniors on the basketball team. So thank you guys for being here. Taylor, how about shout out to your parents?
Scott Michelle Bartholomew.
Woohoo! Yeah. Don't call me Craig.
Yeah.
Hope you guys had fun at the wagon wheel. I know you did. Macy, why don't you, I know your parents too, why don't you?
Ben and Jody Williams.
And Ben, I want to go 6.5 in both eyes, so if you can get that order in for me. JC, why don't you say hi to your parents?
Jenny Morgan and Christopher Berg.
All right. Well, thank you guys for being here. Taylor, why don't we start with you? Tell us what year are you?
I'm a senior.
And what do you expect from basketball this year?
I expect us, like we talked about earlier, we have some pretty high goals set as a team. So I think just if we stick together and work together as a team and be aggressive, more aggressive than we usually are at practice and in games, I think we have a good chance. So it's a pretty high goals set.
How long have you played basketball, and what do you like most about it? I've
played basketball since I was in third grade, And I just like the atmosphere. I think I'm a competitor, and I just think that working on a team together and being able to compete is a fun time.
Macy, you said you're the big on the team.
The big, yep.
So tell us a little bit about yourself. And so what year are you?
I'm a senior.
And how long you been playing basketball, and what do you like about it?
I've been playing basketball since I probably can remember, like Y League. And then we did a travel team through like the Lone Tree League when I was in Lincoln, and then obviously middle school. I just like, I don't know, I love all team sports. I think it's fun to be a part of a team, and it teaches you a lot. And so I just really want us to be scrappy this year and work hard. I think we can do it. And yeah.
So from a position standpoint, you kind of a post player?
Yep.
So what kind of post moves you got?
All sorts.
The fake this way?
I'm sure. Yeah.
How many dunks do you think you'll get this year? I asked McKenna Morgan that every time. No. Conrad. McKenna Conrad every time.
I think probably 5.
So the over-under's 5?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to take the over. I got faith in you.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. If you want to come over and use our basketball court anytime.
Okay. Perfect.
If I can come over and use your pool. All right, JC, a little bit about yourself.
I'm also a senior, and I'm a guard, and I've been playing basketball since like 5th or 6th grade.
Okay. Club teams also? Or?
No, I didn't do any club teams, just through school. And then I just like really enjoy basketball. It's always been my favorite sport, and I enjoy the atmosphere and just being on a team. It's really fun.
Yeah. So. You like your coach?
Yeah.
Oh, that was a setup. How many dunks for you this year? What's the over under on that?
I don't know. I can't get more than Macy, so maybe 3.
3. Okay, 3 dunks this year. All right. So Taylor, what other hobbies, what other activities are you involved in?
Oh gosh.
By the way, I really like your jacket.
WCHC, yeah. I'm going to work after this.
So am I.
Yeah. I'm involved in cross country and track for other athletics, and then highly involved in 4-H and FFA. And then BPA, Business Professionals of America. I'm a state officer for that. So that's another high priority that I'm involved in. And I don't know, Fellowship of Christian Athletes and NHS. So I'm pretty involved.
Not much.
Yeah, not much.
Just about everything. How do you find time to work?
I don't. Oh. It's just OJT.
I don't know if that's what you say
between
to...
sports. In between sports.
Or would I be your boss's boss?
Yep.
Okay. I'm not sure that you're supposed to say that. So Macy, what other activities are you in?
Volleyball, golf, National Honor Society, Business Professionals of America, Student Congress.
Holy cow, you guys are like...
Yeah. I dance, studio dance, and yeah, I think that's pretty much it.
That's all?
Yeah.
What's up with you? You guys must eat your Wheaties every day. JC, how about you?
So I'm not in as much, but...
That's okay. Neither am I. That would be a lot.
Volleyball and BPA. Okay. And then basketball.
That's awesome. All right. So I'm going to ask you guys about future plans. Well, so let me ask you one question first. Anybody can answer this. This is a tough question, I think, but what is the role of the seniors on your basketball team?
I would say that we're the leaders. We're the ones that everyone looks up to and comes to with concerns and questions. And I think just being vocal leaders as well as leaders by example is really big, especially on our team. So we're the ones that just pull the whole team together and make sure that everyone's having a fun time and enjoying the season. And that just, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You all just agree with that, or do you have anything to add? JC agrees.
I'm just there to make sure everyone's giving their best effort and having fun while they're doing it.
What do you do if they don't give their best effort?
It's kind of a tough conversation to have because, you don't want to be that senior that's like mean. But you gotta kind of get down on them because that's the only way for the team to be at their best is to have everyone playing. So
what do you think the big adjustment is for like girls coming off of either middle school and into varsity, or like from JV into varsity where they have not got a lot of varsity minutes? What's the biggest change and adjustment?
I would say the speed of our game and just practices are a lot more intense, and especially this year.
Except you're not running.
Yeah.
Thank the Lord.
Yeah. I just think that the speed of it and the intensity, our aggressiveness in practice and stuff is definitely the next level. But I think that we do a good job. We bring in the 8th graders after Christmas, and they get to practice with our JV squad and with our varsity squad a little bit. So they kind of have the idea put in their head of what it's going to be like. So I think that kind of helps bring us together as a group and help them blend more easily.
And so how many years have you played varsity?
I've had varsity minutes all 4 years.
Okay. Both you guys, same?
Yeah.
So what is that? Would you agree with that? That's the adjustment, the speed and.
Yeah. We just I came in scared freshman year kind of. So I don't want like the freshmen to come in scared. I want them to feel comfortable and yeah. So I think that's important.
Yeah. I mean, that's really great. That's a great attitude, bringing people along so the health of the program stays and people don't quit. Like, I mean, I think if seniors create a toxic environment, it can definitely result in people quitting, and that's not what we want at all.
I think one thing that's helped is that Coach Steen, he's had the little youth basketball camp, and that all of us upperclassmen and all the basketball team helps with those. So it kind of starts it from way younger than just middle school too. So they see us and they get involved in our program right away.
They definitely use our basketball court, which is fine. I'm not saying anything about it. It's fine. It's totally fine. All right, so Taylor, do you have any, it's still early in the year, we haven't started basketball season yet, but have you given some thought about what you want to do?
Yeah, I'm heading to Drake University to become a pharmacist and specialize in pediatrics, and then also get a dual degree with a master's in business.
Holy cow. Pharmacy, yeah.
Woo.
Beans kid. Macy, how about you? Do you have some plans yet?
Yes, I'm attending the University of Northern Iowa.
Now, where's that? Is that?
I don't know. I'm not sure, but I'm going to major in criminology.
So you're going to be, what do you do with that, do you think? Are you a lawyer or are you?
Yeah, that's the goal.
Law enforcement? You want to be a lawyer?
No, not law enforcement. Lawyer, yeah.
Wow, you guys are very smart kids. JC, how about you?
I'm also going to UNI, and I think I'm just going to go for business and then decide from there and see what fits me the best.
Business is great. I actually teach business at the University of Iowa. Not if you after you guys go to UNI, you may not be able to get into the business school at Iowa, but I can call some people if you need help with it. That's a joke. I'm sure you guys will do great. UNI is a great school. That's where my wife went, and so it's a great school. I don't know where it is, but. All right. Anything you want to add?
I'm excited for a good season.
Go Demons.
Come support us. We have a lot of home games. So
yeah, we do.
Yeah, I mean,
now start at 6. So
yeah.
They start at 6.
And then the boys after.
Okay. The thing I love about basketball is the student section. You guys have great support in the student section typically. And so I'm going to be calling some of your games. I don't know how many. And sometimes there may be nobody there, which was probably a day I was supposed to be there. So you can just remember that if there's nobody announcing. So it's great having you guys on today. Thank you so much for being here. And I wish you the very best with your basketball season. And I'll catch as many games as I can. Okay?
Thanks for having us.
You bet. I'm Todd Patterson. We're signing off from the PM Sports page.